It is being called the biggest meth bust in Colorado's history. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Christensen.
And I'm Phil Lipoff. The DEA says it seized more than 700 pounds of meth hidden in produce boxes. This was at a home in Lakewood. The bust is part of a 1,000 pounds of meth they say they've now taken off the streets. For more on what he learned from the court documents, here's investigative reporter Jeremy Hahola. Jeremy.
Yeah, federal investigators would not get into specific details about this bust during their announcement today, but we got the court records that show 15 people have been indicted for drug crimes and describe a massive meth bust at this home in Lakewood way back in April. According to court records, here's what they found inside this Lakewood home near Colorado Mills Mall. About 800 cardboard squash pear boxes that each had packages of meth in the side paneling. The purity test on this stuff, according to these records, came back at 98%. Investigators believe this high-grade meth was made in Mexico and then brought up here to the Denver area for sale and distribution right out of this home. And not only did they find meth, they found lab equipment and chemicals used to convert meth for distribution. DEA officials say this bust involved confidential informants, GPS tracking, cell phone tracking, wiretapping, and undercover buys.
While fentanyl is absolutely the deadliest drug threat our nation has ever seen, the purity and potency of the methamphetamine produced by the Mexican cartels in super labs down in Mexico is a major contributor to the overdose epidemic which our nation has experienced over the course of recent years. While the state and nationwide overdose numbers have declined year over year, here in Denver County we are on pace for yet another unfortunate record of drug overdoses.
And we looked at those numbers. Drug overdose deaths are up 22% here in Denver over the last year. But this bust was tied to other drug busts in Colorado, including another 96 pounds of meth found on a guy in Vail last year. Federal investigators would not take any questions about this investigation today during their announcement, but the documents do reveal this alleged drug ring operated in multiple states, with this home in Lakewood being a key location for processing and distribution of those drugs. Phil, back to you.
And Jeremy, I fully understand they weren't taking questions today, so your information is limited from the documents, but he mentioned fentanyl, and we've been talking a lot about fentanyl. Has methamphetamine sort of made a comeback, or is this unique to this bust?
Well, it sounds like methamphetamine, based on what they're saying today, has always been around, but because of these purity levels coming from Mexico, it's still a highly sought after drug. So, I mean, it's still out there, and it's clear meth is still around with this 700-pound bust.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, Jeremy, thank you.
Another snow-less day in Denver. We hope you enjoyed it, though, because it was sunny. It was mild out there. Some changes are coming. Changes are coming. We're not so sure about all this.
Waiting patiently for them and enjoying every single day that I have to wait.
You know, there's going to come a point in January or February, and the two of you are going to be like, why were we ever complaining about this weather? It's freezing and it's snowy, and we wish for that warm November weather trend. So, everything goes in cycles. Eventually, the other shoe is going to drop. But not today. Sunny with mid-60s out there. We have a few clouds coming in to decorate the sky at sunset, which is in about 40 minutes time. Beautiful out on the eastern plains in the town of Ray, where they're bracing for up to a ½ inch of rain. Mountains would love a little snow. Folks coming down off the hill there. A couple last runs to go there, and boy, would they love to see some snow from Mother Nature. And you look at the temperature trend, 63 in Denver, 50s in the mountains. Hard to keep snow on the ground when they're making it, but Mother Nature is going to bring in 3 to 6 inches of snow from Vail down to Crested Butte and Telluride. This will be a warm storm for Denver. Looks to be all rain for us, but beneficial moisture our state needs. Now, we're dry tonight, increasing clouds and cooler tomorrow. Scatter rain showers in the afternoon, and some of those showers could be heavy and around 7,000 feet. Yeah, maybe there will be a rain-snow mix a little on the grass. Not forecasting snow or accumulation for Denver, but look at the water for eastern Colorado. Wonderful news in that regard. And for Phil, enjoy the temperature trend. Phil loves this weather in November, and hopefully you do too. We will see a continuation of this into part of next week, but there is also another storm taking aim at us right around Thanksgiving. I'll have details on that coming up.
Overnight tonight will mark 3 years since the deadly shooting at a Colorado Springs LGBTQ nightclub. Ashley Pott, Daniel Aston, Derek Rump, Kelly Loving, and Raymond Vance were all killed. 17 others were hurt. The shooting happened around midnight, November 19th, 2022. Earlier this year, Club Q and the City of Colorado Springs approved a permanent memorial to be built in their parking lot. A wild crash sent a car straight into a business yesterday afternoon. Thankfully, no one was seriously hurt. South Metro Fire says it happened around 5 o'clock after a two-car collision on northbound University Boulevard. One of the vehicles ended up inside a store just north of Dry Creek Road. Firefighters say the building itself wasn't seriously damaged.
Tonight, Denver is hosting an open house for the public to see early concepts of the future of Burnham Yard. That's a 58-acre former rail yard being eyed as the preferred site for a new Broncos stadium. The open house is from 5 to 7 tonight at the La Alma Rec Center. People can drop in, see the early concepts. They also say they want to see things like infrastructure, housing, and community amenities discussed. When a 911 call comes in, Aurora Police now has a faster way to respond.
The department launched a Drones as First Responders program. It's a new push to use technology like cameras and drones to help officers respond faster and more effectively. 9 News reporter Rachel Krause joins us now. And Rachel, the company they are partnering with for part of this at least has been in the hot seat lately.
Yeah, APD is partnering with Flock, which has caught some heat for who has access to its data. APD tells me the program is with Flock, but the drones will be directed at criminal activity and the video will be theirs.
Any person can start for a possible shooting.
Inside Aurora Police Headquarters, Officer Dylan Mann keeps a close eye on Aurora streets without ever stepping outside.
We pretty much fly it for practically anything that would actually be beneficial to either responding officers or if an eye in the sky can do a bit more for officers.
Mann is a drone pilot with APD, working inside the new Real-Time Information Center.
So it's bringing our license plate readers, our city cameras, and now our Drone as First Responder program into one place.
Quincy and Parker Road, eastbound.
One key piece of the center is the new Drones as First Responders program, a partnership between APD and Flock.
Thank you, Sergio.
Flock has come under fire for sharing access to data from Colorado law enforcement agencies with federal immigration officials. Aurora Deputy Chief Philip Rathbun says the drone program is Flock, but the drone pilots are Aurora officers, and the video is theirs too.
This is video that's specific to Aurora.
So they wouldn't be able to access it after the fact?
I'd have to verify that they don't have access on their systems, but it is Aurora's video.
So that was a Flock hit.
Community members and some city leaders in Denver have raised privacy concerns over Flock's license plate readers accessing data. Rathbun says drones are focused on calls for service.
No, I mean, what we need to remember is that this is deployed specifically towards criminal activity. So, the people that need to be concerned are those committing crimes in the city. This technology is about leveraging that for our ability to hold them accountable.
It was in the number 3 lane.
APD says when a call comes in, drones will be first response. When they're over a scene, they can feed their video right into an officer's patrol car, giving them visuals. Rathbun says it's making an impact already.
It is increasing our number of arrests. It's guiding their response that is really driving that safety.
APD says right now they have 1 drone that can fly around the clock, and they're working to grow that number to 6 with the ability to launch all around the city. Rachel Krause, 9 News.
All right, Rachel, thank you.